What's going on, everybody? Darby here with GenAI University, and we're here for the unofficial kickoff for our community. For those that are going to be tuning into the Bolt World's Largest Hackathon event, which is starting today, May 30th, all the way through June 30th. They have an open time period for people to be submitting their AI tools and building out cool projects. I'm just going to quickly share what is going on for this event. And then if there's any questions about how to access these resources, you can find them inside of the community. Without further ado, today is the first kickoff day for the Bolt's World's Largest Hackathon event, which in a nutshell is an event being hosted by Bolt, which is a powerful tool for vibe coding and building AI-powered apps, getting the prototypes up and running, and starting to build solutions to problems that you're looking to solve. So anyone that's watching this, if you're not already part of the GenAI University community, you can join our free community sections at genaiuniversity.com/join. You can also go to genaiuniversity.com to find links for that, as well as other content that we produce. We do have paid sections of the community as well, but what you see right here is inside of our free section in the updates, where it has all the information about this. I'm not going to get into anything really technical on this call because there's a lot of information and resources being provided by Bolt. And so basically what you can see for Bolt Hackathon is they're actually giving out everyone builders packs. So when you register, and they've already hosted their own kickoff to this hackathon earlier today. And there's a lot of links inside of this post that you can get additional access to different resources that they're providing. You're just getting started with coding, using AI tools to code, or have an idea that you want to code with and bring to life. Bolt is one of many tools that can help you with getting started. So I would recommend, if you don't have any experience with tools like Bolt or Lovable or Replit, to just start simple, start with Bolt and get an idea about what these tools are capable of doing. And in doing that, you can go to worldslargesthackathon.com or .devpost.com. And if you just go to devpost.com, you'll be able to find links to the hackathon. In a nutshell, they are giving up to $1 million in prizes for participants. You can see over 60,000 people are registered for this event right now. You can simply click join hackathon to be a part of it. And they have all the rules inside of the hackathon for what's going to be possible. There's a registration period. April 16th was when it started. The submission period starts today, May 30th. And then there's a judging period after the contest ends on June 30th. So there's a 30-day submission window. And July 7th is going to be when they start to judge the winners. There are sponsors and people administrating this event, which you can find here. You can see who the hackathon is for and all the different information about how to register for this particularly. So you can see the project requirements, what to create for people that want to join and participate in this event directly. You can see the entrants must build a new application primarily with Bolt. Each is being a project, and the project was built completely with Bolt.new or significantly started on Bolts as determined by the sponsor and its sole discretion. Basically saying that if you're going to build anything specifically in this hackathon that you want to submit, you need to start and use Bolt to get it started and get it created. Bolt has a number of different ways and bonuses for getting started, but just keep in mind as you're building stuff out, you will be using credits inside of Bolt. So just something to keep in mind. You can see the primary development tool being Bolt. External tools allowed in supporting roles, tools like Figma, ChatGPT, may be used to help. But again, Bolt being the primary place of development and then other tools being supportive. So make sure that you go and read through the challenge requirements. And you can see they have a make more money challenge, a custom domain challenge, a blockchain challenge, a conversational AI video challenge, voice AI challenge, deploy challenge, and use the shit challenge. And you can see there's a lot of different ways that you can go about creating stuff with this. Honestly, I would say have fun with it. If you have an idea for what you think would be cool, what would be a useful tool or a useless piece of shit tool, and you want to see if you can bring it to life, have a little fun with this, play around inside Bolt using AI tools to vibe code your idea to life, especially if you're just getting this game and you haven't coded anything before. There's a lot of ways that you can go in terms of AI development when it comes to coding and creating apps. Bolt is a tool that I do use actively and is great for helping speak and prompt ideas to bringing them into life. Not without its own quirks or its own challenges for addressing issues that will come up whenever AI is writing code. But again, got 30 days to focus on building something out, and this is your first time experimenting with tools like Bolt. Take this as an opportunity to learn, to get creative, and to see what you can come out of this on the other side with, not only producing yourself, but what other ideas and opportunities might come up as a result of building and using tools like this. So go ahead and read through the submission requirements. You can join the hackathon by simply registering here. It's very easy to get up and register. I would say that just make sure that you understand the rules and how to make sure that your submission, if you're looking to submit and be eligible for some of the prizes that they're going to be getting out. And again, just a quick demonstration of what you'll see when you are inside of Bolt is basically what do you want to build. And so starting just with a super simple example of a prompt, you could say, I want to create a calculator that tells me when I need to, I don't know, let's make up something silly here. Take my dog to the park every day based on how much they run in the backyard. Useless calculator, unless this is something that somebody out there has a serious problem with and wants to pay for. But you can see, just for pure demonstration purposes, on the left-hand side, Bolt is thinking about what it is. It's coming up with ideas. I'll create this design calculator to help dog owners determine when to take their pets to the park based on backyard activity. Maybe not a useless calculator. Maybe this is something that makes sense for somebody out there. You can see the core features that it's calculated: input tracker, smart calculator, daily schedule generator. So all of these things coming up with the design elements, and it's going about creating the initial code for me to build this out. And it's still producing this right now as we speak. And so the iterative process to working with tools like Bolt is to having a really clear idea of the outcome that you're going for in the specific use case of the tool, and providing that type of structure up front so that the AI has the best chance of being able to actually create the thing that you are asking it to create. Will it always work every single time? No. 60% of the time, it works every time. And as a silly quote from Anchorman, but honestly, sometimes tools like Bolt or any of the other tools out there that use your prompts in your language to create stuff, sometimes they just go completely off track. And AI sometimes just AIs. And at the end of the day, it's up to you as the human operator behind the machine to keep an eye on how things are going, what's being created, and making sure that it's actually staying on track. So we can see here, it's still going through the creation process. And what's happening right now is it is using the credits that are associated with my account to write the code and create the outputs here. So if I gave it an even more simplified app to build or something along those lines, I might use less credits, but every time I'm going to go back and iterate on this, it's going to use more credits. And now we can see here on the left-hand side of the screen, we have an actual interface and a dashboard for our app, Park Time, which is a park visit recommendation app for the example here, Buddy's Exercise Time. And it's created all of these different features inside of this dashboard to create. One thing I find Bolt is really helpful for me anyway, and now I'm using it, is creating these interfaces and front ends to create a dashboard that I can embed stuff in or be able to display the information that I want it to display. And then there's the back end behind the scenes stuff that's going to be going on, where when you're using a tool like Bolt and you need to create a database, they actually have a direct integration with Supabase. They have a direct integration with GitHub, and they've also recently had a direct integration with Stripe. If you're going to be taking payments for your app, then having the Stripe integration is a great way to be able to quickly monetize your app. The Supabase database and edge functions are great for being able to store data, store API keys, and give it different knowledge and understanding, and also be able to create user accounts with logins and different permissions like that. That said, you can see here, I can actually drag my log for the park visit. I can update my activity. I can scroll down and I can see the things that I want to see with this app in particular. And so I want to say, create a user login flow for this app and a simple home page with the login link. So I can create a account and then log in, but just make it a mock-up for now. No need to make the account actually need to get set up. Just create the website and the login screen, then the app dashboard I can interact with. And so now you see my second prompt here is giving it more instructions to give it, creating a login flow, a home screen, and I got an error because apparently it has questions about what needs to get done. It's going back and looking at the authentication flow, and now it's going to write all this code and then create what will hopefully be a website homepage, a login screen, and then again leading into the app dashboard, which you just saw, so that I could then plug it into Supabase, create user accounts, and for all the dog owners out there that want to better track how much time their dog is getting spent taking out and going on walks, this app will be able to help them get started. The welcome homepage, this is park time. Keep your furry friend happy and healthy with personalized park visits recommended based on your daily activity. Smart activity, personalized schedule, get started. So I click that. Test at test.com. And now you can see the flow from the home screen to the login screen to now I have an account here. Test again. Sign in. And there we have it. So from this point, it's up to me to go through and modify and enhance and make all the changes that I want with the app. And if I were to go and want to actually build this out, I want to go and connect with some other dog owners that might be using this and share and talk with them through the app and how they like it, how they would use it, because ultimately I want to be able to create a nice user experience for people that are going to be actually using this tool if I want it to turn into something real. And based on that feedback, I can continue to iterate on the app and bring it to life, collaborating with Bolt. And we haven't even introduced any of the other tools that you have at your disposal, especially that are part of Bolt's builder pack. So make sure to get started with this to go to the world's largest hackathon registration at devpost.com and join the hackathon, view the rules, and dig in, get your hands dirty, and start to build out your own app, learn how to vibe code, and have some fun along the way. Maybe take your shot at $1 million that they're giving out in prizes as part of this hackathon. And of course, I have a few ideas for apps I'm going to be working on throughout this project time. But as I dig in a little bit more today, I think a lot of the thing to keep in mind as we are adapting with the changes that are surely going to come over the next 30 days with the world of AI Just keep your eye on how these tools are developing, and also keep focused on what outcome you are building towards so that you can bring your app to life and get it ready to submit anytime before the 30th of June. And if you have any questions about this, particularly that you want to reach out to myself or other members of our community, make sure that you are joined inside of our community that we host inside of Circle, and subscribe to us here on YouTube as well, so that you get updates for other pieces of content that we will be sharing over the course of the month as we push forward inside of this hackathon. All that said, make sure, as always, keep calm and AI on, and then we'll see you guys on the other side. All right, cheers, y'all.